Yes, back with another video. New week, same objective. Told you we're about to become consistent. Let me just get into the flow of things. I'm gonna start off doing these weekly analysis consistently, and eventually we're gonna be doing, these daily videos consistently, or day to day, here and there, and it's gonna become a consistent thing. So we might as well just get straight into the analysis. Now, I actually took a loss this week. And I think I broke even. I kind of made profit, but it was like a very small profit. Like it was like basically a break even. But I took a loss here, and I just had the wrong overall bias, which could have been avoided because there were some signs that saying that no, I didn't actually take a stop loss. I closed kind of earlier, like somewhere up here, but it could have been avoided. There were signs that price was going down, like there was an SMT here, and then there was another SMT there, but then there was an order block that was printed, and I actually had sell limits printed. I think it was, which order block was it? It was this 3-minute order block here. I had sell limits here, but I just stuck to my bullish bias and price flip liquidity. This was an SMC as well, and I was thinking it could be bullish, whereas the overall trend is bearish, and it just made more sense to align with the bearish movement of the overall markets. But sometimes you lose, you correct yourself from them and you move on. And then there was another like trade somewhere there that I can't be asked to go look for, but that's not the objective of the video. The objective of the video is to show you my weekly forecast. So let's start off on NAS. It's pretty much the same thing, except that no, actually not really, because prior to last week, I was saying we could. I didn't actually have a conclusion on us being bullish or bearish. I was saying that it could potentially turn bullish, but it's not confirmed yet. We're just getting a lot of very steep candles with no structure, which was what these were. But now this week has kind of confirmed that we're continuing this bearish trend. We've swept this liquidity, and we've had better structure, but I still think there is room for a retracement, especially with this massive wick candle. Could be some room for some sort of retracement and then go further down. On the daily sides of things, we still have this imbalance here, so potentially we could sweep this liquidity and then temporarily come up in this imbalance, or we could just completely dismantle it and just target the next areas of liquidity, which would be here, here, and I don't really see price going any lower than here throughout this week if we are to go down and down. Now, yeah, we are definitely looking bearish, and we are following this long-term bearish trend. How long we're going to be in this trend for? Who the fuck knows, man? The economy is currently crying. Donald Trump said he's going to save everything, and everything's just plummeting. Even Bitcoin started dropping, and it's not looking good, bruv. But that's why we have short positions available. We have a few imbalances here, but for price to get there, I'd be looking for potential short-term bullish trades, and I'll use that imbalance as a target. So right now, I'd say mainly we need to just focus on at least gaining these draw relative equal lows here, these draw and liquidities here, before we then potentially push up, feel some sort of equilibrium, like somewhere here when we have that final leg after this is swept, feel some sort of equilibrium, and then maybe come back down. Pretty much the same thing with the S&P. Maybe we could even get an SMT. It looks like price is already starting to form an SMT. It kind of seems like the NAS is kind of leading or lagging, shall I say. So yeah, could form a potential SMT here. And then boom. See what happens as a result of that. But other than that, I'd say for now we're bearish. We are definitely printing some sort of bearish signs. You know, swept that. Generated liquidity. This was all obviously on a higher time frame scale. Generation of liquidity, manipulation, distribution. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. And now it's the same thing. Whereas this is, you know, the areas of liquidity here now. So potentially we could sweep this and then go up temporarily, but we would just have to see. We will just have to see because we still have this strong area of imbalance which is previously held. So yeah, we'll have to see what goes on. And then on top of that, before there was this SMT in that same area. So as long as we get some sort of SMT, it would be rather nice, shall I say. It would be rather nice. That's really it for this video. It's not really a long one. 6 minutes currently. So yeah. That's really it. That is really it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. Peace out.